Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Morning, everybody. Well, I just wanted to do a quick update on some information that came to light at the statue unveiling. What happened after the statue unveiling, and where's Harry now? I also want to touch quickly on the new articles that are coming out saying Meghan is so hurt because people don't believe she gave birth to Archie. And I just had to throw this picture in because it looks like they finally found something to do with that stupid green dress Meghan wore. Anyway, let's move on and let's go. So to start with, I noticed that neither William nor Harry gave a speech at the statue unveiling, which I remember hearing that they both had speeches they want to give. And I thought that was kind of odd. And then we heard the stories, didn't we? The stories coming out were that Harry would not let anybody see his speech. I think we all pretty much know that it was probably written by his wife, and it probably had all those wonderful buzzwords in it, and you know her name was going to be in it. There's just no doubt about that. And I think William had just had enough, and he put his foot down and said, you know what? Nobody's giving a speech. I think this was absolutely the correct thing to do, and instead a joint statement was put out, and here it is. It's a typical generic statement that means absolutely zip. You know, we love our mother. We hope the statue is a symbol of her life, her legacy. You know, bland, generic statement. I bet Meghan will be pissed about that after all the hard work she put into writing and plagiarizing a statement for Harry. Moving on. As I showed you yesterday in the video about the unveiling, nobody was really talking to Harry. He was a third wheel like the whole time. He literally was just standing there. The whole family was walking away from him. The rest of the family, when they heard he was coming, they decamped to Scotland. I mean, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. He was holding his belly, fidgeting with his tie, fidgeting with his ring. He looked rumpled and unkempt. He's got a belly on him now. He was uncomfortable, which is probably why, after 20 minutes, he ran away. He was like, I'm done with this, and he left the family. Now, one other bit of information. It was reported that Prince Harry went to lunch. He had a lad's lunch with his friends, the same friends he supposedly cut off years ago when he started dating Meghan. And they're saying this signals that he wants to reconnect with people in the UK. But, you know, let me tell you something. If I was friends with somebody for 10, 15 years and they met some woman and cut me off at the knees, I probably would not go to a lad's lunch. Yeah, I'm doubting this story. Anyway, moving on to our next topic. Oh, I digress. I apologize. There's also a story out that Harry refused to meet with the Queen, which we know the Queen wanted to meet with him, and he flew straight back to LA because he's a coward. And now we can move on to our next story. Now, this next story really got me. They're saying that Meghan Markle is heartbroken as the misogynistic root of the vile pregnancy conspiracy is laid bare. Yeah, okay. And they're saying she's hurt because people think that she didn't give birth to Archie. Whose fault is that? I mean, really, people. First, Meghan and Harry lied about Archie's birth, where he was born, what time he was born. They claimed later it was to protect him, but still, they lied to everybody. And may I remind you that the two of them are fighting misinformation on the internet. They're leading the charge to have people stop putting out misinformation. These two are the king and queen of it. Okay, moving on. Then the palace announcement was put out. And of course, as you can see, Archie's is unsigned by the physicians who delivered the baby. All three of Kate's were signed by the physicians, but not Meghan's. We still don't know who delivered Archie. Then they started releasing these peekaboo photos because they didn't want anybody to see their son's face. Then they refused to let anybody see anything about the christening, the guests coming and going like we did with William and Catherine's children, and they wouldn't tell anybody who the godparents were, but they did grace us with one photo that showed Archie's face. So since Meghan and Harry completely created this entire controversy around their son, when he was born, where he was born, who delivered him, she has a lot of nerve being hurt now by rumors that she may not have been the parent. And let's not forget, we had the ever-changing belly bump size. where on the same day even, one day she would look 3 months pregnant, and then the next day she would look 7 months pregnant. Her due date was very vague. All of this leaves open to the fact that they might have used a surrogate. And who remembers seeing this video and right after the popping noise, she grabbed her stomach? Remember this? So anyway, if there's any question about Archie and his birth, nobody is to blame but Harry and Meghan. They created this entire scenario and now they have to live with it. That's just all there is to it. Well, it's Finn update time. He will not give up on trying to make friends with Tigger. I think Tigger really scares him. Watch this. Tigger, you're scaring him. Ugh. Here's another picture from the same event from the last video I showed you where she's happy, 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 and Harry looks absolutely miserable. At least in this photo, she's not breaking his wrist. Anyway, don't forget to leave your comments below and let me know what you think about Meghan being hurt that people think she didn't give birth to Archie. Don't forget to leave those comments, okay? Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget about that coffee fund. And as always, you guys, have a fabulous day.